Welcome to Whiskey's a Journey. My name's Peter Fasciano, and this is my channel segment, my Wednesday channel segment that I call Sip It or Skip It. If you're new to the channel and you're not familiar with this series, I have all of my whiskeys randomized on my phone, and this app that I have is called Spin the Wheel Randomized Picker or Random Picker. Every once in a while I get people asking me that, so that's what I have. I'm going to spin the wheel. Whatever it selects from my collection, I'm going to pull it off the shelf and do a quick review, let you know if I'm going to keep sipping on the bottle until it's gone and replace it because I like it, or once the bottle's gone, I'm going to skip buying it and move on to something new. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel and see what we're doing today. And it's looking like we've got Ardnamurchan. And this is the AD release. This is not the cask strength release. So let me go ahead and pour this really quick. It's just a scotch, and I believe it's a peated scotch. Let me grab it, pour it really quick, and then give you a review. All right, so we got the Ardnamurchan. Again, this is a peated scotch. This is their standard release, not their cask strength. And I do not have a Glencairn. Let me go ahead and grab one. I'll be right back. They're right here. I'm not going anywhere. There we go. So let's go ahead and pour this thing and do a review. Just really quick, this looks like it is 46.8% ABV, and just like always, the information for this is right here, along with my Sip It or Skip It tallies up to this point. And I do believe this is pretty close to being 50-50 as far as everything that I have in my collection, drinking it and replacing it, or moving on to something else. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing on the nose. Comes across as pretty sweet, subtle amount of peat, and it's hitting the smoky campfire, get a little bit of grilled pineapple. That seems to be a common note that I pick up in peated whiskeys. It always smells like you would throw a pineapple on the grill. There's a little bit of char on it, and when you eat it, you get a charred pineapple note. How's that for descriptive notes? Go figure. Throw a pineapple on a grill and eat it, it's going to taste like a grilled pineapple. That's why you guys tune in for these episodes, right? Definitely a little bit more sweet than anything else. The malt's there. You can definitely tell that it is a scotch. I'm picking up on a little bit of a sweet and sour note. Almost to the point of ginger. Yeah, I like the way that it smells. Let's go ahead and get it on the palate and see what I think. It comes across as a little bit flat. I think I like the nose a little bit more than the palate. The burnt log note is there. Comes across as like sugary sweet, and maybe that sugary sweet is associated a little bit with malt. I think malt has an inherent sweetness. I get vibes of cotton candy, and that grilled pineapple note I'm not necessarily getting on the palate. That doesn't sound like a ringing endorsement. It is good. And it would work in a pinch if I was looking for a lower peated single malt scotch. But all that was the first sip. Sometimes you really can't trust that first sip. Your mouth has to get acclimated to it. So let's get that second sip down and see if I can pick up anything else out of this, concentrate on the finish, and then move on to whether this is going to be a sip or a skip. Let's get that second sip. Yeah, it's good, but it doesn't really necessarily stick around all that much because it is a peated scotch. I would say that it's a medium to long finish. That campfire note does linger. That second sip, I get a little bit more bitterness on the side of the tongue. That ginger spice comes out. Again, just like that first sip, that grilled pineapple note is completely gone. But that sugary note kind of reminds me of cotton candy. And I'm not the biggest cotton candy fan. So I think this one's going to be a pretty easy one. Because of everything that is coming out of this glass, I think I paid $70. Yeah, $71.99. I have two other versions of the Ardnamurchan, and they are the cask strengths. This is going to be a skip for me. I think I would rather put my money towards the cask strengths. I think they offer a little bit more for just about, I think, $30 more. And I think that $30 bump in price is going to be worth it. Ardnamurchan, in my opinion, is an up-and-coming distillery, but unfortunately, this version of what they're putting out, I'm going to skip. Let me know in the comments down below if you are familiar with Ardnamurchan, if you've had any of the offerings. What do you think of this standard one compared to the cask strength? Do you think the prices that they're asking, $70 for this one and $100 for their cask strengths, are in the ballpark of what you would be willing to buy? And that's where I'm going to leave it. So wherever you're at in your journey, I hope you're enjoying it. And do all those things that YouTubers ask you to do. Like, subscribe, share, turn on that bell notification because I produce and release videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right, enjoy your journey. We'll talk to you later. Bye.